Yosemite National Park is home to some of the world's most unique and spectacular cliffs and peaks. People travel from all over the world to see and climb these stunning rock faces. Although rock climbing in Yosemite is a popular sport today, that was not always the case. Back in the 1940s, most people thought rock climbers were crazy. El Capitan, Yosemite's towering granite monolith, had never been climbed. But in 1958, Warren Harding, Wayne Merry, and George Whitmore blazed the trail for future climbers and made a daring ascent up the face of El Capitan. In 1958, advanced rock climbing equipment did not exist, and the team had to improvise. Many of the techniques they pioneered are still used by climbers today. It took them 47 days of siege tactics to complete the climb. At the end of their ascent, these courageous mountaineers had drawn a national spotlight onto the world of rock climbing. In 2008, the surviving climbers returned to Yosemite to celebrate the 50th anniversary of that historic event.
Started the 1st of November and stayed on the rock essentially until it was finished on the morning of November 12th.
We were never really on the edge because we were very conscious of the risk that if anything went wrong, nobody was coming after us. And no one would be able to get there, even if they wanted to, because they just were not climbing at that level. So it was just a matter of plugging away. Just don't keep pushing, don't give up. Push it, push it, push it.
We'd been working all night on that final pitch, and so when the sun came and hit us in the morning and we were on top, it was ecstasy.
And a little later, as we got on up to the actual summit where it levels out, a park ranger came hiking in, and a couple media people came hiking in, but that was about it. We finally did it. We finished it. It didn't finish us.
This bold ascent up El Capitan led to the creation of the now famous Yosemite Mountaineering School.
The Yosemite Mountaineering School started back in 1969. I was with the Park Service at that time, and Bob Maynard was the vice president of the company, Yosemite Park Creek Company, and he contacted me and asked if I wanted to start this operation. And it sounded good. Well, now you see what it is. It's a really great operation, and everything that I would have liked to have done earlier on has happened.
El Capitan, once considered impossible to climb, is now one of the best destinations for new and experienced climbers alike.
Well, Yosemite is one of the world's best climbing areas. It's got super high quality rock. It's convenient. It's close to the road, usually, the rock climbing here in Yosemite.
The great thing about rock climbing in Yosemite is that you don't have to be an expert to get started. At the Yosemite Mountaineering School, you can learn to boulder, rappel down the face of a cliff, or, if you have the heart for it, climb to the top of El Capitan. There are classes for everyone, including Girls on Granite, a special women's climbing package where you can be a little adventurous, make some new friends, and be part of the Yosemite climbing tradition.
We get a lot of beginners, of course. What better place to try rock climbing than Yosemite?
Now, make a step up to your left. I can grab an edge up here. I'm gonna walk up my hands, do a little mantle, reverse your hands. When you get up there, yeah, just like getting out of the pool. All right.
We have a number of different levels of classes. The first class is called Go Climb a Rock, and we teach all the basics in that class. So you learn to tie the knots and put on your harness. You'll do a bunch of climbing and a bunch of rappelling.
The beauty of Yosemite's wild landscape is what draws climbers to this special place. The Yosemite Mountaineering School actively teaches the leave no trace philosophy of climbing.
And leave no trace is something that the Mountaineering School really thinks is important because we can help teach people the right way to come and enjoy the wilderness, and thereby we can be a partner with the National Park Service and helping protecting our wild places.
What really pulled me to rock climbing is the fact that it allows you not only to get places other people won't go, but you get to go there in a way that really brings out a sort of an awareness of the moment. You really come to know who you are and what you're capable of, and you grow as a person.
For a guest who tries it for the first time, he discovers that he can do things that he or she wouldn't have thought possible.
This is our first time climbing in Yosemite, and it's very different than what we've done before. We're looking at the valley with a whole new kind of viewpoint.
Even if you choose not to conquer the cliffs, it's still exciting to watch advanced climbers make their way up these daunting rock faces. Rock climbing isn't for everyone, but for those who want to challenge themselves and connect to nature, Yosemite is the place.